All right. Welcome back, everyone, to the Natty 19 podcast. I'm Jonathan Marshall, and we are here again on YouTube. I'm right now currently recording from work. Let's see, it is currently April 10th. We are still in Natty night. We are still in the Natty 19 studio, aka my work. All right, and so I might have to take a break every now and again to go help a customer who comes to the door. It's all curbside sales, so that's cool. A lot of times, it's in and out, because, so to speak, because everyone's just anxious to get on their way, and yeah, so we're back again in EverQuest 1. I just wanted to give a update. This game is so awesome and it has such a legacy that I didn't want to just leave it at that. There's so much more to it that we're going to dive into. Well, we're just going to dive into a little tiny fraction because I'm revisiting this. It's been a long time. Let's enter the world. I think last time we left off, I was level 11, 10 or 11, something like that. And now, as you can see, Mossy, the Berserker, the Vashir Berserker, is level 19. Damn near close to 20, if I remember. It's been a couple days since I got a chance to play it. But let's check here. Here we are. Oh my goodness, yes, so close to level 20, guys. Level 20 is a huge, huge step in the right direction. So here we are. You might notice we're in a little bit of a different environment. I went through most of the quests in Crescent Reach. That's what got me from level 11 all the way up here to 19. I probably could still be hunting there and gaining XP, but I just got anxious. I wanted to get in to some of the older zones that I remember from my teenage years. And so here we are. This is South Row. Okay, it does look a little different. They definitely updated the graphics. They're a lot different than what I remember. They're a lot newer. Even the water itself looks a lot newer than it used to. I mean, obviously, it's still clearly dated, but my goodness, they've definitely upgraded things quite a bit. Okay. So here we are. We're just pretty much fighting. I know this is lower level stuff. See the green circle around it. That means it's considerably lower level than me. This happens to be a level 13 Cayman. And again, I'm level 19, so probably as soon as I ding, this isn't going to be a viable source of experience going forward, so I'll have to move on to bigger and better things, which I'm fine with. I'm actually already in the process of moving on, but the thing is, these green guys, obviously, they're so quick and easy to kill that sometimes it's more worthwhile to just slay a bunch of lower level things back to back than sitting there against a challenging foe, taking 45 minutes just to kill it, so there's definitely a technique there to master as far as if you are kind of in a leveling grind. She's gonna heal me. I'm with a different merc, but still kept with the healer, the cleric. She looks like, and she's been doing a good job at healing me, keeping me alive, keeping me active, keeping me in the fight essentially. Because there was definitely a few fights where I had to run even with the merc. These orcs. I mean, this is, especially here in these older, oh, look at that. See, whatever this mummy is, it doesn't scowl at me, ready to attack. That means it's not going to aggro me if I get too close. But you can see this thing is a level 40 mummy right there. Okay, so I'm not going to mess with it. It would crush me. Okay. But in these older zones, it's worth mentioning, just to touch on the difficulty of this game. Look, I mean, these orcs, I'll consider it and see how it says it scowls at me, ready to attack. That means if I even get close to this thing, it's going to aggro. And what happens is these fights take so long. Actually, I think I have to be in front of it for it to see me, which is a problem sometimes. I really wanted that blue one. This is a priest. priest is actually apprehensive. It won't even attack me, interestingly enough. I don't know why the priests view me apprehensively. This warrior is certainly ready to attack. Yeah, see that? As soon as he saw me, he jumped on me. I don't know if you can hear the sound of the game, but that's all right. It's not a big deal. I'll figure that out another time. Right now, just to kind of I'm still in the process of moving some equipment here so I can do a little bit of recording, just kind of stay up to date as we all kind of go through this COVID thing. It's upended so much, and some people are they're in like vacation mode because they're kind of in a great situation where they can kind of coast through this thing. But other folks, man, have taken it rough, and my heart goes out to those guys for real. I mean, we've definitely took a hit, but we're at least able to be in a situation where they let us remain open under certain requirements, so we can at least have some income. And I can only imagine those folks who just don't have much in the way of income coming in right now. And again, we here at Natty 19, our hearts go out to you guys big time, and if there's anything we could do to help, just drop us a line, and we'll certainly do what we can. I don't know what, it's such a weird thing. You need a job, I mean, that's the problem, is there's not enough work right now for everybody, and I don't know. I'm just talking. So, you could see how long that fight took. Okay, that takes a long time to kill one thing. All right, so if I had to take anything away from this, I mean, that's a clear-cut difference between this and, say, like modern-day MMOs. That's one of the biggest takeaways from this, guys. Obviously the graphics are, I mean, for those of you who've never played EverQuest and you're just tuning in now and you're seeing this, you're probably looking at this like, Jesus, like, what are you doing? This is hideous and ugly. But I'll tell you, after a little bit, you grow right into the look and feel of this, and it becomes normal. It really does. And that's probably one of the more amazing takeaways that I've picked up on. It's just how easy it is for me anyway, especially having played this before 18 years ago. Just how it's like riding a bike. I dropped right back into it. At first, the graphics and controls were a bit clunky and abrasive, but after a little bit of messing with it, it becomes normal, which is really cool. Really, really cool. I mean, these orcs look ridiculous, I'm sure, but to me, hey, it's an orc warrior, and we're fighting. We're throwing fists about here. I missed my level 20 ding. I probably did it off that last fight. Incredible. Let me try to scroll up to see if I got anything, at least at the moment. I don't think so. My last big skill that I got was double attack, and that is awesome. That is phenomenal skill. Every now and again, and as I use it, my double attack skill increases like every other skill in this game. And the higher it gets, the more likely of a chance you have to actually use the skill. So in double attack, in regards to double attack, there's an off chance that you'll hit twice instead of once, or swing twice anyway. You don't necessarily hit both times by default. You do still roll and see if you hit or miss. All right, we're going to fight this ghoul here. So, guys, this is the southern desert of Ro. Long time ago on the darky side of things, I say darky because I used to play on a PvP team server, and it was essentially light versus dark. You had all your good races. It was actually 3 teams, but I'll go into further detail about that. The 3 teams were the yellow teams, which was like high elf, wood elf, half elf, and I can't remember if there's another one, but they're your elven variants on a team. And by yellow I mean your names. Their players' names were yellow. And then there was the blue team. Those guys' names were blue, and those were like the human and the human variants. They were kind of like the neutral team. They had humans, barbarians, erudites, and the Vashir when they came out, the race that I am at. They were all on the blue team. Oh, I'm sorry. It was 4 teams. I forgot the purple team, which was the shorty team, the shorty races. Gnomes, dwarves, and halflings fell into the purple team. Oh, look at this. See, another ghoul jumped on me. So yeah, we're going to be here for a little while, guys, but it's okay. There we go. No big deal. No big deal. We got this. Ooh, let's see what we got for loot real quick. Simple adepts. I can't use it, but it might be worth something. Let me go ahead and... I don't have any space. Let's get rid of this splintered wooden key. I took a little trip in and be fallen earlier. I got a key, and I don't need that right now. Now, let's check out this mask. The mask, what am I wearing? I think I'm wearing a pretty good mask that I bought in the Plane of Knowledge. Yeah, okay, so I don't need... Let's leave that behind. Gotta find a vendor to sell some stuff to. But anyway, so the purple team, yeah, that was your short races. So already I covered the elven team, the yellow team, and then the human variant team, which was blue. And now the purple team, which was all your short races. And then lastly, there was the orange team. And I was on that team. That was all your evil races, so to speak. You had dark elves, you had trolls, you had ogres. The Ixar, which are the lizard-like people that came out with the Knark expansion. Because it was such a wide team, for whatever reason, and because the player population on that team was so high, it became all the other teams versus the orange team, for whatever reason. I don't know if that's the exact reason. That's just the way it seemed. Is that the orange team had a higher population. It could have played into the evil races versus all the other races. I don't know. If so, that would be kind of cool. But the way it was pretty much like light versus dark, and I was on the orange team playing a dark elf. I also played an Ixar character as well. Before we continue, I'm going to move on from this area. I don't want to sit here and level and talk about the game so much. I kind of want to get into the exploration side of things. So I'm looking at the map here. I don't really have anything planned per se, but I see a zone connector. It's Inethul Swamp, okay, to the south. Now, I remember Inethul Swamp was the starting area for trolls, I believe, okay? I've messed around with every type of character there is in this game. I played the hell out of it, but what really stuck and what I really brought forward was an Ixar. I had a couple Ixar characters, a shaman, a monk, and I had a pretty high level Vashir rogue when Luckland came out. But primarily I played Dark Elves, guys. That was just my thing. As a teenager, Dark Elves, come on. You can't go wrong at all. So here we are, a cutthroat camp, Dervish cutthroats. What level are they? They are level 11. They're a little weak, okay? So we're kind of we were at the pinnacle there in Southern Row, and now as we head south towards Inethul Swamp, remember how I said the trolls started there? So we're going to go into some of the lower level stuff because this was the progression of trolls, right? They started in their swamp. They worked their way up out into this portion of Southern Row and then into the Oasis where I just was. All right, that was their progression. So we're not going to have too much to worry about as far as monster levels and jumping us and giving us a hard time as we travel. But I do remember this giant here, which is level 51 giant, and he is ready to attack if I go near it, which is not going to bode well. He will most likely crush me into oblivion, so we're going to avoid him altogether. Yeah, he's over there. But I remember if you can kill him, I think he had something to do with a really awesome magical item called the Journeyman Boots. I think it was a quest item that you got from him and you turned it, something like that. I don't really remember. It's been a while, so here we go. Are these guys? Okay, these guys are indifferent. You always got a it's called consider. Every NPC you're coming up on, you don't know if they're going to attack you or not. Okay? So I consider everything. Okay, yeah, this looks like an adventure camp. There's an adventure merchant here. I might be able to sell some stuff. Let me see. He's not going to give me apps. Yeah, I don't know. They're like special merchants or something, guys. They're not going to pay me for my goods, but there's a soul binder here. So I'm going to do / bind my soul. Nope, that didn't work. Let me try hailing her. Okay. Here we go. And then I click bind your soul. So things are a little bit different than they used to be. But that's okay. So what that does right there, guys, is you bind your soul. So in the event where if I were to die, I would respawn right here. And in this game, when you die, you lose your corpse on the ground. You have to go and get all your items. Okay, so it's important that wherever you're going to be hunting or if you're going to be traveling, that you find a soul binder and you bind your soul as you go. This way, if you die, you don't have a hell of a long corpse run to make, okay? All right, so here we go. The zone entrance to Innathul Swamp should be coming right up here around this bend, up over this mound. This is a bard who has something to do with a quest where you have to go to and talk to all these various bards around the world. Here we go. So this is the zone line for the Innathul Swamp. I'm excited. We're just kind of traveling. I'm going down through memory lane. I'm seeing these places that I haven't seen in years, and I don't know which ones have been updated and which ones haven't, because I know some zones got reskinned with newer textures. It looks like this one definitely has, which is cool. So before we do anything, I'm just going to look at the map here. Wow, very wow. And remember, every zone, you're not going to have a map, okay? This is a very old game, and for the longest time, you didn't have a map. You were kind of left to your own devices. You had to figure out, make your own map on graph paper, It was a lot of fun. I kind of wish that they had stuck to that, but I totally get why. I mean, having a map is so much more convenient, and if I have one, I am certainly going to use it. I don't know anybody who wouldn't, honestly. But at the same time, there's something about them not providing you with a map. And if everybody didn't have a map, then there's something awesome about that. Inherently awesome. Everybody's got to figure out their way through this world, this alien world. It was incredible. Okay, because, imagine without a map right here. It all looks the same, guys. The only thing I have is a compass, to tell me which direction I'm going. But even then, back in the day, your compass didn't work. You didn't have a compass. You had a skill called sense heading. And even that, while it was low, you didn't know what direction you were facing. It would literally say you do not know which direction you're facing. Okay? Unless it was really high and you work it up. Every time you use it, you might get a little better at it. All right? And eventually you hit it and it'll say, okay, you feel you're facing north. Okay, that's handy, right? So eventually it does become handy. And here we are. You see I'm swimming right here, and you see my swimming skill going up. You can go underneath the water. This is pretty cool. Nothing really in here, nothing under this water. Sometimes there are fish and things that would attack you. Now, I remember in this place there was a dungeon called Guk. I think it was Guk. And if I remember correctly, it was on the western zone wall. So I'm just going to here's the zone wall right here. I'm going to follow the base of the baseline all the way down. And I see on the map, it's not labeled, but there is a zone off here to the west. I'm willing to bet my bottom dollar that that is the Dungeon of Guk right there. So I can't help it, guys. I know I'm probably gonna regret it. Ooh, what is that? Okay, he's not gonna kill me. I'm probably gonna regret even going in this place. Okay, but Nostalgia is biting me right now. I've got to take the chance. I got to get in there and take a peek-see and check it out. And I really doubt that they're going to give me a map of this place. Why are there frog-like guards outside of it, though? That's a little strange. Well, let's take a peek. I'm actually scared a little bit going in here. I don't even remember what level the monsters are. Yeah, the city of Guck. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, no map, guys. Okay, so at least in the entrance here, they're lower level, so we don't have to worry about that much. But my goodness, this is a maze, guys. I think I'm going the wrong way. Look at those mouths on the wall. It's creepy, dude. Remember, guys, this game is like 20 years old or so, you know? A lot of people like forget just what kind of games we were playing 20 years ago. I think it was like PlayStation 1 was out or something like that. We were playing like Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 8 at that point, I believe. This is going on my failing memory, not even any kind of actual facts, so take that with a grain of salt. I'm already lost, guys. Just so you know. Already lost. Okay, looks like this is that. Okay, I think that's the entryway I came out of. So let's go over here. Let's check the level again, level 9. So we don't have to worry so much about these guys. Let's try to get deeper. We're trying to get a little deeper into this place. This is obviously a dead end. I don't see any bosses or named up, but I bet if you clear this, I bet there's a chance of some sort of boss that might drop something, might spawn there. I have no idea though. We're just having fun here. We're just having a good time. All right. This is not an information dump here on you guys. All right, so there is a well here. Look at this. How cool is this game? You could literally jump into that well and go down into the river, and God only knows what will happen to you. I don't even know, and I'm terrified. I'm legitimately terrified to jump down in there. I absolutely love it. All right. Oh, here we're getting into some... Okay. Still looks at me dubiously. They're not going to lunge at me yet, but now we're getting into some higher level stuff. What's up here in this nook? God, I wish I remembered my way around, because I know there's a lower part of this dungeon where everything's a little higher level, and you can get some pretty good XP here at my level. Okay, now we're back in this main room. Let's go back. I think I got a little bit of my bearings here. I'm not sure. Yep, guys, this is the entrance. This is where I came in. Easy peasy. I'm going to go take a right here. Go into this water. Now I remember doing this. I remember dying down in here and running, but man, do I get out here? Yes, okay, the heart spider. Is this going to attack me? Nope, but guess what? Look at this. Another heart spider. Did I say wow, a giant heart spider. I remember this. Oh, that's going to attack me. Guys, okay, so I think that drops a shield. I don't really need a shield, but Jesus, for shits and giggles, we have got to do this. So this is what I'm thinking. We got 2 spiders. I don't know if they're social. What does that mean? If I attack one, will the other one attack me as well? I don't know. So we're going to find out. Yes, they are social. So guys, now we know that. We have to be very careful about where we pull. We're going to kill these 2. Easy peasy. Then we're going to use this room because I think this game has a fairly large spawn timer too. So we're going to kill these guys. And then we're going to try to pull our other fights back into this chamber here. Use it as kind of like a safe place to fight, at least for now. Okay, you want to stay on top of the spawns too, because if you're fighting and then these guys spawn again, big trouble, right? Here we go, frenzy attack. I'm actually making some really good time fighting this one. And then I can move to the other who's attacking my healing merc right now. Thank God, because they got poison, and I'm extremely thankful that I can have this healer mercenary with me. That's tacky silk. I don't need that. I'm going to leave that behind. I said I'm going to leave that behind. Let's open and attack. Here we go. This one's green. It's not going to take as long to kill. That's cool. Already, I got 1 bubble into level 20 just from, killing the few things that I've killed already. So XP's not moving too bad. They definitely increased it for this server, this progression server. It used to take so much longer to level up. So that's cool. I gotta say, even with the increased XP gain rate, it still takes a long time, and I highly recommend. My main takeaway from this is if you've got someone who's willing to play it with you, preferably at least 3 people, then you guys can probably do a lot in this game and probably have a ton of fun doing it. But if you're just by yourself, I'm not sure obviously if you've got a whole lot of time on your hands, because it does. If you're alone, it takes a long time to get anything done in EverQuest 1, okay? So this thing, according to this, it says it scowls at you ready to attack, and it is a rare creature. So I'm going to try to proximity pull it. That means is you just try to get as close as you can. Sometimes jumping works, but it doesn't. It's I really don't want to fight all 3, but it looks like I'm gonna have to because it's not aggroing me. All right, let's do it. All right. So, and because we're fighting all 3, there's no reason to pull this fight into that last room like our original plan. As a matter of fact, if we were to do that, by the time we finish fighting all 3 of these, then those other 2 will probably spawn and attack us as well. So we're going to try to stay here and fight these guys right in this spot. I should probably try to get these lower level, smaller spiders first so they're not interrupting my healer. Camera's a little wonky, but it's okay. I never used to play this game in third person. I always played it in first person, but first person is, man, it's so, you can't really see anything. I don't know how I played this game. It's like I almost didn't need to see. I knew where everything was, and I just set it up, and I knew where I needed to be, This is how I'm not even auto-attacking. That's cute. Yeah, so, but this is how I used to play right here. I guess I would just look at the UI, and see if I'm close enough to the mob where I'm hitting it, then fine. I just need to look over at its hit point bar and see how I'm doing, I don't have to necessarily see actually, I don't even remember them showing the percentage of their health on their name tag. Like so, but nowadays I definitely prefer playing games like this in third person. This is going to take a little while. All right, we're almost done with one of them, right? So let's not get crazy. All right. Come on. 11% health left. You got this. There's the one. Okay, yeah, and this one's green, so let's go ahead and cleave through this one. Frenzy attack. I'm doing crits now too, which is nice. I can't remember what level I was when I unlocked those. Maybe it was like 12 or something like that, 13. I think I was level 15 when I got the double attack. That was huge. It really boosted my DPS having that double attack. I mean, it's still not high enough to where it's proccing every time. But man, yeah, just now, see, you slash for 18, you slash for 25 instantly. I mean, that's huge. That's a whole nother 25 damage. And that hit. Okay, beautiful, guys. So let's now let's work on this boss. It's a rare spawn. Oh shit, I just used my intimidation on it. Hopefully it's immune to fear. Because I don't need to be chasing this thing down through all the other spiders and having them aggro me. I should not have even... Okay, it didn't work anyway. Beautiful. Said you are not scaring anyone. That's good. I'm also using disarm on it. I know it's silly because it's not holding anything, but I use it to build up my disarm skill. For whatever reason, it still levels up if you use it on enemies that cannot be disarmed. I kind of feel guilty for using it in such a way, but I mean, whatever. All right, we got this rare spawn, guys, a giant heart spider. It's down to 50%. Double attack is up to 85. A lot of failed disarm attempts. Disarm might be capped out right now at my level because there's a soft cap on every level. So maybe I shouldn't even be using it anymore, or at least until I level up more. We'll see. Use it a couple more times, see if it goes up. Guys, it's at 25%. Yeah, double frenzy. Oh, it's on the run. This could be bad. The name of this game right here is we got to try to do as much damage to it. The more damage you do to it, it'll start to slow down. But as you can see, I already aggroed 3 more spiders. This is where shit gets bad, guys. Down to 8%, 9%. Aggroed another spider. Oh my god, and I'm stunned. Stop moving, you giant spider. Hopefully these frogs aren't going to attack me. I only have 1 million little spiders to worry about after this. Come on. There it is. Chitin shell armor. AC 17. Not bad. I know you guys are like, dude, handle the spiders. But here, let's destroy this stupid rusty axe. Don't need that. Let's loot that chainmail. What are these? Sylvan chain hands ornament. I don't know what that is, but it looks important, so I'm going to delete something else. Oh my god, what can I delete? Rawhide cloak. That can't be worth more than a couple gold. Let's get rid of that. I'm such a okay, and then let's loot it. Boom, done. Now we can stop worrying about that. Jesus, look at all these friggin' spiders, guys. This is what I'm talking about. But I gotta say, I'm already halfway to level 21. So that's not bad. Oh boy. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. This is exciting, guys. I at least got that. I got to kill the giant heart spider. I remember it dropped a shield a long time ago. I can't remember the name of the shield. could be just called a spider shield, right? But I remember it was the coolest looking shield. It was like a black shield with like a red Black Widow hourglass on it. Very, very cool. I mean, when you had that running around as like a warrior or a shadow knight or something like that, or a shield class, you know, like it was cool. It was definitely cool. But all right, guys, I guess that'll do it for now. I don't want to make these things very long, but thank you so much for joining me in the city of Guck. Hopefully, I can finish off all of these spiders, and yeah, we'll call it there, and I can get back to work and do a little something today, so I can feel productive. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you, and be safe out there.